In the quiet village of Hass, Mike was a man with ideas that differed from those of his villagers, making him a target for their ridicule and mockery. Undeterred, Mike decided to teach them a lesson they would never forget. Mike began his plan cleverly. He offered to buy the villagers' cows at the highest price, conditional on receiving only the hides. Thinking they would make a huge profit from selling the hides, the villagers immediately agreed. But they soon discovered they had fallen into a trap, as they could not sell the hides to anyone. They returned to Mike, furious, but he coldly denied any responsibility. Mike wasn't satisfied. He invited the villagers to a dinner party, but he had a surprise in store for them. Before their arrival, he asked his wife to hide a bag of blood under her clothes. When the villagers gathered, Mike pretended to be angry with his wife for not having enough food and stabbed her, causing the fake blood to drip. He then took out a lute and began playing. His wife, seemingly unharmed, stood up and went to fetch the food. This scene astonished the villagers. Some of them asked for the lute, hoping it would solve their marital or child problem. Mike handed them the sticks with a sly smile. The villagers returned, enraged by the death of their family members. The incense did nothing to revive them. They decided to burn Mike the next day. The next day, a knight came with sheep. He heard Mike talking about a beautiful girl. The knight asked, "Who is this girl?" Mike replied, "The village chief's daughter. They want to force me to marry her." The knight said, "I'll take your place." The knight untied Mike and took his place. Mike covered his head, took his horse and sheep, and fled. The next day, the villagers burned the strange man, mistaking him for Mike. After a while, Mike returned to the village with a large flock of sheep. They asked him how he had survived and where the flock had come from. He told them there were many sheep in the river and they should jump into it to get them. The villagers rushed toward the river and began throwing themselves into it, one by one, to get the sheep. Mike and his wife fled the village.
The end.
Please like and subscribe to the video.